Hey guys, JasonLeeno here. I am back in the gym. The deload is over, and I'm glad it is because, well, 8 weeks out, which is kind of risky if you think about it, taking a deload 8 weeks out from a national meet. However, you guys saw my last training video. I was in no shape to really keep pushing forward, so I'm glad I took that deload, especially considering what happened pretty much immediately after that. I messed up my toe. Fortunately, I don't think it was like a fracture or anything because the swellings went down. It is still a little sore, so I do think there's a little bit of tissue damage, but all in all, I'm still able to move weight. It's just the flexion. When I get on my toes, it hurts, but I don't really do that when I lift, so it's ideal. I think I'll be fine. I'm already starting warming up just to see how things would be, and I definitely don't see an issue with that, but I'm super glad I took that deload because I feel way better. I was able to bring my stress levels down physically and mentally, able to start sleeping better, and overall, like my hips even feel great. I did try to get some like tissue work done, at home. I did do some baths, used my stim machine, but the honest truth is the biggest improvement I saw was after I started utilizing sled work. So mostly sled pulling, like reverse sled pulling, really firing those hips, firing those glutes, getting the blood in the areas where I needed to. It's not perfect, but I feel way better. Like just like lifting aside, like just walking around in general, sitting, everything feels way better than it was, especially leading up to that last week of training you guys saw, which is kind of funny because like I've been a big fan of Jim Whaler. I've been a big fan of Elite FTS, Westside, like all that conjugate style, who they all preach sled work. Like every other podcast, I swear, I hear Dave Tate talking about sled work, right? And I never really thought about doing it, but the other week when I was sitting in on one of them, they just kept talking about how like beneficial sled work is and how it's good for the hips. And I'm like, I'll give this a shot. I got nothing to lose, so I rigged something up, and man, was it a big difference almost immediately. I don't think I'm completely healed. I'm not going to say I am, but just being able to mentally go in confidently to start lifting again, I feel fantastic, especially for today, considering my top set is going to be 300 for 3 on the squats. I am moving back to wraps. I think I'll be okay. I don't think I'll be too unstable. The only thing that has me a little concerned is it's about 11 p.m. at night. I didn't really leave myself a lot of time dealing with work and then getting ready to go up north to see Jesse, like I usually do before our big meets. So I haven't really left myself a lot of time. However, with being 8 weeks out, I need to stop making excuses. Well, which I really haven't, but I need to stop trying to push the dates. I just got to get things done. So I'm here. I got a big drive tomorrow. I might as well utilize the last few minutes I have of this night to get the job done, and just so I can keep moving forward in a positive fashion. Well, that was a nice conclusion to my week. As you can see, I'm not pulling weight off blocks. I'm pulling weight from the floor. Things changed drastically after that last video I put out. I felt great. Like those reverse sled pulls were fantastic. They really helped my SI joint. Like I still feel some tenderness in my QL, but my SI joint, I honestly believe is like the biggest issue I currently have that kind of just ties into everything else. So the fact that I'm able to kind of find something that is a bit of a workaround so I can still pull makes me feel super happy. In hindsight though, I should probably focus on maybe not doing so much sumo pulling and give my hips a little bit of a break, but that's later in life. As of right now, I'm going to keep sumo pulling because I'm a few weeks out from that meet. So I'm super happy that I'm actually able to pull from the floor, and I did have to make some changes though. Even though I didn't do the block pulls, I did end up pulling out one of my working sets. Now normally I've been just doing 2.5% jumps for 3 working sets, and then I do a back off set. I can't do that anymore for my deadlift. Like doing that many sets at that like intensity just doesn't work for me. Clearly, like I did 10s, was okay. Really started feeling it with 8s, and then 5s pretty much put me to the floor, as you guys witnessed. So I wanted to pull some intensity back just so I can keep pushing forward in a linear fashion and stay healthy. So far, so good. Feeling pretty great. So we'll see how the next few weeks go, but I'm going to keep doing that, and hopefully, cross my fingers, I don't have to make any more adjustments. Besides, hopefully, getting my belt back. As you can see, I'm wearing a different belt. It's not my buckle belt. It's an old belt. It's actually the belt, the original powerlifting belt that I started with, like way back in the day when I bought the belt to be in powerlifting and realized IPF didn't approve it, so I had to buy the other belt. And I've been training with that other belt since. So as you can see in my deadlift, I'm trying to flick the belt off, but I can't because it's a buckle. So I'm struggling with the buckle. Sadly, I'm pretty sure I left my belt up north at Jesse's place, like 3 hours away. And I really don't want to drive 3 hours away to get that belt back because it's a preference. So I'm going to use this until him and I link up again, hopefully before, June. But if not, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to blame my progress on the lack of my preferred lifting belt. That's just not going to happen. I can lift with this, so that's what I'm going to do. There's really no point in making an excuse. There's people who like have to lift a certain way and dress a certain way, whatever. You guys see me. I'm in slippers some days, I'm in work shoes, I'm in gym clothes, I'm in work clothes, I'm in jeans. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, just get in and train. But guys, thank you so much for checking in. Thank you a lot for even checking last week's video out. I know it was kind of like a bit, it's not clickbait, but it was kind of like a dramatic thumbnail. So I don't know if that's the reason why you guys clicked in or if you just want to see it. But either way, I appreciate you checking it out, and I appreciate all the nice comments. So let's keep that up. So do me that favor, go down below, drop me some comments because I love to hear what you have to say. And then once you're done that, please hit the like, share, and subscribe to spread that love. And I will see you next time.